joined here by 4 amazing language revitalizers who have raised or are raising their children in their language. I think it's an area in our field which isn't often discussed in these kinds of public spaces, and in the academic world we don't often talk about what's happening inside our homes. And I think it's an area that deserves to have a lot more attention. And so I was really excited that these 4 were willing to join me here for this conversation, and just hopefully turn things around and start getting this conversation going on a bigger scale.
And my wife, Dewasette, she's pretty calm and quiet, and she let me ramble on about supply teaching and reestablishing my career and all that. And when I ran out of breath, she said, "Do nuknai dowarunge." She said, "Why don't we just become speakers?" She said, "The greatest thing that we could possibly give our children is our language. So why don't we get working at that?"
You don't teach children, you just talk to them, and they learn through that talking. And so I ended up like deciding for myself was I'm not going to correct every single thing they say. I'm just going to let them speak, and eventually, hopefully, through speaking to them and just speaking, they'll correct themselves, and that seemed to be the case.
With my 13-year-old, English gets in the way, so there's a barrier there. Sometimes she gets frustrated and says, "What are you saying?" So now I have to exert more effort to try and act out or point out or do something, you know, what it is I'm saying to her, and then she gets it. With my little one, oh my gosh, it is so easy because I started when he was born. Even before he was born, nothing but Cree. It's really, really easy, and I love that. And he speaks some Cree, and he speaks English as well. So I think like he's a bilingual little guy. Sometimes when I make mistakes in speaking English to him, and I say no, he'll look at me and he'll say, "What?" So he's saying no in Cree.
And she said, "My great-grandma used to say, which just means, I wrap you in my good medicine." And she said, "That's how you convey that emotion to your daughters." And then I just started to cry, and she's like, "Oh, girl, you're so weird." But I was like, this is what I'm searching for. This is exactly what I'm searching for, is these emotions that I need to portray to my babies, but from a Sinchothan mind, not an English mind.